Hi everybody, welcome to Boxing Time. On this channel you will learn a lot of news from the world of boxing. So here we go. Promoter Eddie Hearn was pleased with the performance of unbeaten super middleweight contender Diego Pacheco after watching him dispatch the always tough Marcelo Coceres in the 9th round with a beautiful uppercut to head last Saturday night at the YouTube Theater in Inglewood, California. Hearn says he'd like to give the 22-year-old Pacheco a step up from Coceres in his next fight, and he would like to match him against the unbeaten Edgar Berlanga in 2025. A fight between the 26-year-old Berlanga and Pacheco might not be realistic next year, as Edgar inked with Matchroom to get the big fights against Canelo Alvarez and Jaime Munguia. Hearn says Berlanga wants those two popular fighters next. Berlanga would likely balk at the idea of fighting Pacheco if Hearn were to ask him to take that fight. He might see it as Hearn using him as a name for Pacheco to become a star. As you can see, the knockouts that Berlanga used to chalk up have disappeared, and he's now forced to go the distance against fighters that talented super middleweights would likely destroy. That's not a good sign. The way that Berlanga has looked in his last 5 fights, he would have problems going up against a tall knockout artist like Diego Pacheco. Berlanga hasn't knocked out anyone since 2020 and has looked vulnerable recently. Coceres dropped Berlanga in the 9th round of their fight in 2021. Granted, this was a younger, better version of Coceres than the one we saw against Pacheco, but still, he gave Edgar massive trouble. In Berlanga's other recent bouts, he struggled to beat Jason Quigley and Steve Rolls, getting hit a lot in both contests. Rolls came close to beating Berlanga.
I think Edgar Berlanga against Diego Pacheco is a massive fight in 2024. Of course, Edgar wants the big names, if you like, the Munguias and obviously the Canelo Alvarez's. But if Diego keeps winning, he's going to put himself right in contention.
Berlanga commented on social media last night about Pacheco's fight with Coceres, saying that he would have knocked out Marcelo in the 2nd round if he fought the same way. He makes a good point. The 32-year-old Coceres looked like a shell of the fighter that Berlanga fought, showing no speed, punch accuracy, or confidence.
He's number 3 with the WBO. I think he's top 10 with every governing body. When you're looking for opponents, why not? Why not Diego Pacheco? So, he needs a big name next. We had, as I said, a nice crowd in here.
The main problem that Pacheco will have trying to win a title once Canelo retires or vacates them is dealing with David Benavidez, David Morrell. Those guys are on another level to Pacheco, and he won't beat either of them with the way he fought last night. Benavidez will be forced to move up to 175 soon, so he won't be a problem. But Morrell will still be there at 168. It'll end badly for Pacheco if he fights Morrell because he's clearly not on that guy's level, and you can argue that neither is Benavidez.
We're not in a tearing rush with Diego Pacheco. I think the matchmaking, as you said, was perfect tonight. Now we need a step up from Coceres, but there aren't many steps. There's probably 1-2 more steps before you get to the world champions, and I think that'll work perfectly for us timing-wise.
Subscribe. Please like and comment. This is very important for the development of the channel. See you later.